So what's the Grape Explorer talking about today? Well, we have another area of France that we wanted to highlight, and we're here to show you another wine from the Rhône Valley. Another personal favorite of mine is Cornas. And Cornas is a wine that's 100% Syrah. And historically, when I used to try these wines even 25 or 30 years ago, they were the biggest, the richest, the heaviest wines in France. And I was always fascinated about these wines because usually, you don't see wines of this kind of magnitude when you taste a Cornas. And a lot of people used to judge these wines and say, well, these wines really need about 20 years in the cellar or 10 years to tame the tannins. But today they're starting to make Cornas, which I would say that a little more approachable in style. This is from a family called Domaine Michelas on Jemms. We had a chance to visit them in January. We went to their property, tasted all different Rhônes, but I was really taken back about their Cornas because I thought, wow, this is one of the best red wines that I've tasted in the Rhône Valley in a long time. This is 100% Syrah, so if you can notice the color, it's almost purple ink. And even the legs are just dark in color. Rich, massive wines. These are aged in oak. They're a little higher in alcohol because, Syrah, when it's coming from this area, that's quite hot. So this is actually, and we brought out again our transit map so we can actually show you where Cornas is. On the map, it's the last stop on the train there of the red wines near Hermitage and Crozes Hermitage and Saint-Joseph. It's below there. And it's a very, very small area, but you have hillsides and slopes there. So that's the reason why this wine is called Terrace d'Arce, because it actually is a terrace. And, you're talking about granite and really hard rock stones here that make these wines mineral tone, very bright, very energetic wines. So, but you also, because of this process of the heat and how these wines actually take to the sun, because again, we are in a lower part of the northern Rhône, which is quite hot there. So these wines, they take on a lot of this dried figs, a lot of flower scents, deep, dark, penetrating blackberries and blueberries, and all sorts of red fruits, blue fruits. But what's really interesting, again, about this wine is that, again, these are some of the biggest wines. So if you like big, bold, rich flavors that just come at you in waves, try Cornas. And again, Michelas Saint Jemms is a small producer, so you won't see these wines in a lot of stores. But I really, you should make it a habit of when you see these videos, send us a link to any stores that you guys have, and we'll be able to try to get these wines to those stores. But again, we're trying wine from the Rhône Valley. We're trying a wine called Cornas. It's 100% Syrah, and they're beautiful, beautiful wines. Again, this is the Grape Explorer saying cheers.